Hi, welcome back to Cheyenne Wyoming Urban Gardener. This is Debbie, and we are taking the plants out to harden them off. At least some of them, not all of them. We're probably going to take these fuchsias out here in just a moment. These are the ones with the little flowers on them. And we'll take some of these out as well. These are some black creme tomatoes and Kellogg's breakfast tomatoes, as well as some celery. We've definitely gotten some bigger celery now. It's starting to lay over and everything because it's gotten so large in these little small containers, trays. So I'm going to try to get those in some sun, see if we can get them to get a little bit larger than what they are right now, and then we will be transplanting those outside, as well as sending some home with some people that would like to try some celery. I also picked up some tango celery. There was one pack left at Menards just a couple days ago, so I went ahead and got those and separated the crowns out because there was sometimes 2 crowns in each one. So we got those separated out and they're looking quite nice. Got them transplanted. So we've ended up with 9 out of a pack of 6, which is very good. I still have one more to separate over here. I just ran out of small containers. So this is how they look if you go to pick them up and you're wondering if you can separate them. Let me see if you can see it right here. Right there, you can see that there are 2 crowns or 2 seedlings there. So you can see a little bit of separation there. So you can split those up and it'll actually make a whole other plant. And you can see I already separated these. So there's only 1 plant per cell here. And this was the pack of 6. This is Tango celery, my favorite celery so far. I've got the Utah over here, is the smaller seedlings that I started from seed. I didn't have any Tango celery seed, and unfortunately I got my Tango celery seed a little bit too late. I've planted it, but it is still just coming up, so it's really, really tiny. You can see it here, and I don't think that they will be big enough to transplant out by June 1st. So too bad on that. We've got some ground cherries here as well that just started coming up, and I think these will probably catch on pretty quick because these seedlings are like 3 times the size in one day. And we got a couple of orange hat tomatoes here as well. We've got some more things planted in here, but most of them are just now starting to come up. But that's fine because we will still have up until about June 1st or the first week of June to get these guys out. So they'll have some time to get some size on them. But that's what we're doing today, is just getting some of these outside, transplanting some things. We've got some cuttings from our fuchsia plants that we are getting rooted, and I'll probably get these transplanted today, start some whole other plants. Oh, here's some more tomatoes I need to get outside and get hardened off. Let's go ahead and take these out, and I'll show you what we're doing. So here we go. We've just got them sitting outside in their trays, just out here, and it's cool today. It's actually only supposed to be 66, but it gets pretty sunny over here, so we'll just leave these out for a couple hours, and then we'll take them back inside. I basically got some errands to run, and then I'll just come back and put them back in the house. So far they look like they're doing pretty well. They've been out here for about an hour already. So it looks pretty good. I'm not seeing anything just absolutely dying. We've got some tomato plants that are a little rough. They just got a little bit, well, they're just big for their cells. I mean, they're perfectly fine, but they're just big, as you can see here. So those are probably going to be transplanted here in the next day or so out into the garden. Otherwise, everything looks really good. And here is that little pot of tomatoes. I'm going to go ahead and set these outside just right here where it's protected just a little bit, because the sun doesn't hit in here so hard. It will actually be a little bit more shaded in here in just a little bit. So hopefully they will be all okay. Otherwise, you might lose a couple. Sometimes that happens when you're hardening them off, but I think they'll be just fine. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. So you might want to start hardening off your plants if you are in garden zone 5A, 5B, because it looks like that we're going to stay pretty even temperatures for a while. I think one of our lowest temperatures is supposed to be down in the 40s at night. We're pretty much in the 40s right now, so everything will be okay through the night if we transplanted it out, as long as it doesn't get down to the freezing temperature, which is 32. So everything looks pretty good. Loving all of the color out here, even though it's just mostly green, but everything looks fantastic. And we'll start getting those transplanted soon. And also, we got some corn and some potatoes and things like that all planted up. Haven't seen anything poke up yet, but it's only been a couple days that we've had these planted. But we will keep checking. Actually, I think I see a sprout from a potato. Looks like we got a couple of potato sprouts there. So that's going to be fantastic. So they're already getting going. And we've got some borage that has came up in the garden. We wondered if we had gotten it all. Apparently we didn't. So we've got a few in there. Everything is looking fantastic. All of our lettuces. And unfortunately we lost a couple of the tomato plants out here. This is the new converted kiddie pools. So I planted some Tiny Tim tomatoes out here and they just did not like it. Not so much. So, but we have some more of those, so we'll try that again. Still have plenty of those left. But for the most part, everything is doing fantastic. The strawberries are setting strawberries already. And everything is good to go. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for notices on new videos as they come out. And we shall see you in the next one.